You're listening to Winnipeg's Classic 107. My name is Simon Rusnak. Manitoba Underground Opera presents weird and wonderful ways of telling old stories with new perspectives. Their 2022 festival, titled For Better or For Worse, runs August 18th through the 27th and explores the ups and downs of matrimony with two reimagined masterworks. To tell us more is MUO's General Manager Brendan McKean. Welcome back to the show, Brendan. Great to see you.
Hi, always a pleasure.
Well, the countdown is on. The festival begins Thursday. The excitement must be building.
Tremendous. So thrilled. We're so thrilled. It's one of the most bold and weird seasons we've ever done, and it's got stuff for everyone, really.
Yeah, that it certainly does. Bold and weird, and I'm so excited to hear even more about it because I'm pretty excited about this year's lineup. The festival, as I mentioned in the intro, explores the ups and downs of matrimony, starting with the downs, literally right down to the underworld with the first production. Yep, that was a groaner. Gluck's Orpheus and Eurydice. Brendan, tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, we're super excited about it. This is kind of this is going to be our classically beautiful production. We're doing the French version, so it's Ophelia 10, and it stars Jamie McLennan, amazing local Winnipeg talent, Christina Tanner-Smith, amazing local talent in these two incredible title roles. It's outdoors at the St. Boniface Cathedral, so for those that aren't feeling completely safe being indoors, this is a great warm-up before we get into the fall. It's got a little 7-piece orchestra and 12-person chorus, and it's just there's beautiful fabric, there's branches, there's pots, there's gold jewelry. It's gonna be pretty, and then it's gonna touch your heart at the end.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about that because this is one of those classic operas. If you open a music history textbook, as you know, I do every now and again, this is the one that pops up when it comes to opera reform opera, and sort of changing the narrative and how opera is presented. It's a classic tale. Orpheus descending down to the underworld to reconnect with his departed wife, with one little stipulation. But Manitoba Underground Opera is doing something a little bit different, a sort of happy twist. Why did you feel that was important?
Well, thankfully, Gluck just wrote a happy ending. One of my favorite things about opera is when it's based on a story, sometimes the people of the time, the fashion was to have a certain type of ending. So they just switch it and they go, we want people to walk out and let them know this worked out for them. So I think it's perfect, especially for our beautiful Winnipeg summers, that we don't leave everyone just crying and hopeless and and just depressed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. And I mean, it's just one of those feel good operas. And it'll be, I think, a wonderful way to reconnect with the Manitoba Underground audience, Manitoba Underground Opera audience, a bit of a tongue twister there. But really just to have them back in the space. It has been a favorite venue of MUO, such a beautiful venue. The second production is another iconic location. Can you tell us about where the Marriage of Figaro is going to be taking place?
We're getting extra fabulous. Marriage of Figaro is going to be taking place in Club 200, which is one of Canada's longest running gay bars. And we've done a really big twist to it. So if you're a purist and you think Marriage of Figaro should always be done with powdered wigs, this one's maybe not for you. So Figaro will be played by a woman, Heather Malloy, joining us from Vancouver. And the whole story, we're changing it so that it's about a queer marriage happening in a gay bar. This is our second season about weddings. You'll remember last year was To Have and to Hold, and now For
Mhm.
Better or For Worse. And we wanted to make sure that by presenting two whole festivals about weddings, that we didn't make them all straight, that we as Winnipeg are such a diverse group of people. We cover so many different backgrounds that we wanted to make sure that people got to see something other than just a man and a woman for 2 straight years. But so nothing else has changed. Figaro will be sung by a woman. No wild transposition. She won't be down here. Um, oh, and then of course a little surprise that one of the characters will be appearing in drag, which has been created and designed by local drag queen Jolene Ground Beef. So you'll get to see an opera singer in drag.
I mean, this just sounds so fantastic. Has anything like this ever been done before? It sounds really groundbreaking.
Like the convention about doing operas in bars has existed a bit before the pandemic. It was starting to pick up, but we wanted to make sure that the queer history has such a strong relationship with queer spaces and queer bars. So we wanted to make sure that when we made this queer Figaro, that we did it in a space that really represented that. So the people at Club 200 have been incredible. You can show up. The bar is open. Support local restaurants. Get a drink. The performers are everywhere in the club. It's going to
Hmm.
feel incredibly wild and fun. And that's what we need now is tons of fun.
Yeah, we certainly do. It also sounds like, Manitoba Underground Opera and this particular telling of Figaro, directed by Adam DeRoss, is really embracing the space for what it is, right? It's not your standard sit in audience, watch production. This sounds like it's sort of all encompassing.
Performers are gonna appear behind you, in front of you, around you, sing at your faces. Maybe they're going to offer you a drink. They're going to ask you to dance during the intermissions. There's club music playing. So, especially for people of a certain, no longer in their 20s, this is the perfect time to remember what going to the club was like in a very sensible earlier hour starting at 7:30. I speak from
sensible
experience.
sensible early hour club experience from Manitoba Underground Opera. It sounds so fantastic. Should also mention just this outstanding cast of up and coming artists, established pros. It's going to be a ton of fun. There's so much that we could talk about in this, but one other thing that I want to draw attention to is a fundraiser that's taking place. The return of Manitoba Underground Opera's charity performance. Can you tell us about what's happening on August 26th?
Yeah, that's Working on Sunshine, in honor of Sunshine House. And I encourage anyone who hears Sunshine House and they don't quite know what it is, please look them up. They do really incredible work in our city, supporting lots of queer individuals, and not exclusively queer individuals, but that is one of their uh, highlights. They do really great things. So we're working with people who work there to spread the word about Sunshine House and also include some opera and some musical theater and some pop, and it's going to be a huge variety of things at the St. Boniface Cathedral outdoors. So, another excuse to just enjoy the beautiful Winnipeg wet summer weather that will finally be happening. I'm sorry, I got caught in a rainstorm today, so I'm looking forward to sunshine.
Yeah, and Sunshine you will certainly bring in support of Sunshine House. There's also going to be drag performers that are there. Every dollar given goes straight to Sunshine House, right?
Yes, absolutely. You pay $20 for a ticket price. $20 goes straight to Sunshine House. That's how we've always done it because we want to make sure that we're, as an opera company, that we're involved in our communities and helping to spread other stories. So that's how we do it.
Involved, you certainly are, and so happy that Manitoba Underground Opera is back in full force this year. The festival runs from the 18th through to the 27th. Brendan, it's been so great seeing you. Have a wonderful festival.
Oh, we can't wait. We hope we'll see you there.
Of course, and you can learn more about Manitoba Underground Opera by heading to their website, manitobaundergroundopera.com or classic107.com. We've got all the details under the events tab.